We're suffering from the contract that we gave Dak. Micah Parsons will be massively overpaid, and trading him now means at least we get some draft picks for him. And, you know, people are saying you should have traded him before the draft. I'm not necessarily sure that would have been the right way to go. That would have been weird because you wanted to see if you could try and get the deal done. Like, if the deal was doable for like a fee, that was good enough.
Let's not forget the fact that everybody past fucking pick like 12 was ranked as a second round pick last year too. That is not the draft you wanted to get up there. It was not talent. If you could have got up the year before, maybe. I hear that. That was a loaded draft, but last year was kind of weak as drafts go, and I think that had a lot to do with NIL, and I think that'll all fix itself in the next draft or two. But I think it was a bad draft, and I think people are crazy because they're not thinking about the players. They're just thinking, oh, you could have got something for this year. Who could you have got for this year that you would have really, really wanted?
Yeah, I think also with the NFL has this, the NFL not for long, short-term memories, all of that kind of stuff. It doesn't really lend itself to things like long rebuild and just saying, okay, for this year, the Dallas Cowboys are the richest organization in the NFL. Like, they're just going to sit and they're going to make $1 billion this year. So really, they don't need to win a Super Bowl every year. I've seen this thing now. I genuinely think Jerry Jones is now not trying to win a Super Bowl. Jerry Jones is just trying to make as much money as possible. I do think that's it now.
I don't think you're wrong, but why? He's like 80 something. Like, why?
I think he's been trying and he's not done it. So he's been trying and he's not done it. So he's gone, this doesn't really matter anymore. But what that lends itself to then now is like a long rebuild. Like, the Cowboys need a total makeover of their roster. Their roster is too top heavy, and they need that roster. Now, I would have rather had the 3rd draft pick maybe than Kenny. Like, Kenny Clark is 29 years old, which is not old. It's only 2 years older than me.
And not really for the middle. Those guys play till they're 35.
Yeah, he's still got some time there, but with that 3rd first-round pick, and you probably could have traded him. I also don't love trading him to an NFC rival who knocked us out of the playoffs last year. Don't fucking love that. Like, could have probably traded him to a worse team in the AFC, or even a worse team in the NFC, got higher draft picks for it and probably got more compensation. But I do agree with you that he wanted to fix that person in the middle. But I think the Cowboys are in a rebuild, and they need to admit that to themselves. Like, the Cowboys need to realize that we're in a rebuild. And this year, right off anyway, the Eagles are far too good. The Commanders have an amazing quarterback on a rookie deal. The Packers, even before the Parsons trade, look decent. You know, they look good. The Lions, we'll see how their coordinator stuff plays up, but their roster is still very good. Like, we're in a conference with all the Vikings as well, have an amazing coaching staff with a very solid roster. We'll see how their quarterback position plays out. But we're in a conference at the moment where it's just filled with these super teams, and we don't have that depth of talent. There are holes in our roster, and we can't fix them with the 2 top heavy cap. And I think this trade, I think it's a shame that Micah Parsons isn't going to be a Cowboy for the rest of his life. I think that's very sad to see, and I'm more sad about that. But the actual process of the trade, I don't hate as much. It just means that the Cowboys are now saying, yeah, we're not going to win this year.